Hello guys, welcome to the Walk at the Talk with me, Catherine Commander, and today I've really prepared something special for you. I really did go around campus and I really do want to know about the use of contraceptives with ladies out there, and this is what they had to say.
We do use contraceptives. That's a copper T coil which is inserted in your uterus for it to, it all depends with how compatible it is with your body. For me, zilikubaliana, and right now I'm feeling okay. It's just a little cramps hapa kule. The first month ukiekwa, there's a lot of blood flow during the menses, but yeah, they're compatible.
Is it a good thing? Like, you'd recommend for ladies?
I would definitely recommend for ladies who are sexually active, no matter how young, to consider probably non-hormonal contraceptives, because young ladies these days are very much sexually active.
I decided when it was kind of too late for using contraceptives, but okay, in the end of the day, I used them. I chose to use the implant. They're for different years, the 3 years, 5 years, and I think there's a 10-year implant, but I'm not so sure about it, but yeah.
Do you advise any other lady out there to use contraceptives?
Okay, honestly, I would advise people to use contraceptives because if you're not ready for the pregnancy and all that, it's okay to be prepared, at least for safety, unlike having an abortion or something.
I'm a first year at Multimedia University and I'm pursuing a diploma in journalism.
So what's your take about use of contraceptives?
For me, we all know that sex has now been a new normality. Everybody's like having sex, not like everybody. People in university are like normally doing sex. So like for me, I would really advise them to like use contraceptives like condoms, but not these sure condoms. I don't trust the sure condoms from the government. You can buy yourself a pack. It's not that expensive. It's like 200 or 250 shillings. Yeah. There are so many types of contraceptives. There's condoms and pills and the rest. So when you ask about me what I feel about condoms, I really trust condoms. I love condoms, by the way. Condoms are like, you can't get pregnant by using condoms.
What about the use of pills?
I don't really trust pills because pills will come and destroy your reproductive system, and when you want to have children at the right time, you'll not be able to conceive. So
I think what she's saying it's right according to me. I don't think pills might be contraceptive. I don't think that they are really good because they can interfere with your reproductive system. I don't believe in safe days because no one is ever sure. You might be like safe days, but like nowadays, menstrual
cycle.
Yeah, menstrual cycles, they like don't come after 28 days squeeze. Like they just skip. Today's are certain. A lot of things interfere na your cycle, like weather, climate, those stuff. So you might be thinking that my safe days ni kesho, blah blah blah, maybe umeshazihesabu, but unaweza like you can still have sex now.
What's your take, girl, in safe days?
for me, safe days are just bad. Menstrual cycle is not constant. You can't say that date 20 inanyesha because at have sex 17, 18 and 19 inanyesha 20. It doesn't work like that. That is village mentality. You see, so for me, I rather use condoms. And some people are saying that condom is not safe. Those are just rumors. The oil has been checked. It has gone under scientific research and the oil is okay. In fact, the oil is lube. So like for me, I rather use condoms.
It's better to use condoms
than all the other pills and stuff.
Because if you use condoms, you're like 100% sure, maybe 99% sure you won't get pregnant.
Yeah.
Well, all this made me want to research more, so I decided to visit a doctor.
Contraceptives are drugs or methods that are used to prevent conception or pregnancy, for that matter. And there are many types of contraception. And for us here, we make those available for the staff and student population. So we have different types which are classified by maybe how they work, and probably you can start off with most common around here, barrier methods. Yeah? Barrier methods, they employ, they are kind of mechanical contraception, because they prevent contact. They prevent contraception, they prevent pregnancy by making sure that semen does not come in contact with the female body. The first in that category are condoms, which they are the student population utilizes those a lot. So it's one of the example of barrier method. Another barrier method is probably it's an old method, nowadays not used. We also have female condoms methods, which again they are widely used. I think the most commonly used methods in Kenya or even in the world. So for hormonal contraceptives, first and foremost there are pills. If you have heard of oral contraceptive pills or oral combined contraceptive pills or progesterone only pills, it depends with whoever is using, but there are many types of pills. For this setup we mainly use the combined oral contraceptive pills. These are pills that should, for them to work properly, they should be taken on a daily basis. So they require a lot of discipline, which probably makes them a little bit hard of an option for students. So you don't have many students on the pill. It's actually called everyday pill. So it should be taken every day at the same time. And this kind of makes it difficult for somebody probably who is not disciplined enough to observe that kind of routine. Then we have injectables, hormonal injectables, and these include injection like Depo-Provera, which is available here, and this one is a depot injection, which somebody comes every 3 months to receive another one, so that they can continue, it can continue working properly. So that's a hormonal method. Another hormonal method which we have here are implants, and these ones they come usually in form of rods, which are implanted under the skin, usually on the inner arm of the left hand for the people who are right-handed. So that one is also hormonal. We have one for 3 years and another one for 5 years. So these they are made in such a way that they continue. They continually or continuously and consistently give a fixed concentration of hormones over a very long period. So we have for 3 years and for 5 years. The most common there is Jadel, which is for 5 years, and some other ones, recent one which have come for 3 years. These are usually convenient for students, because once you start, then that's it. You only come on expiry of the product. So that is mainly our hormonal range, the implants and the injections, and also the pills. Then we have the other method, that is implant. Implants. Oh, I have already mentioned implants. Okay, we have IUCDs, intrauterine contraceptive devices. These are usually implanted into the uterus to occupy the space that is meant for implantation of the fertilized ovum. So they also inhibit implantation. This one does not inhibit. They do not do anything to fertilization. They just inhibit implantation. So they occupy a space in the uterus that if the egg is fertilized, then there is nowhere to implant, and usually they work that way. So for this we have also several methods, the most common being the copper T, which maybe probably I'll show you. So again, this method that is utilized by students, they like it because it does not add any hormones to the body, meaning it does not do anything to your weight or your blood pressure or your moods for that matter. And and again, once you want to get rid of it, it's normal. You normally come, it is removed, and the body returns back to normal. So that is one of the why it makes it more attractive than hormonal contraceptives. Some other devices that can be implanted, but they are not, like locally available or popular, or if they have a cost attached, then that one makes them a little bit unpopular. So basically, those are the contraceptive methods that we have around.
Okay, what are the effects of those contraceptives?
Well, the effect again depends on whether they are hormonal or otherwise. If they are hormonal, the effects are those effects to do with hormones, meaning you can have changes in weight. Yeah, some people will gain weight, some people will lose, others will maintain. You have changes in the menstrual cycle, and these are very common complaint or very common side effects. Menstrual irregularities. It means that you no longer understand your cycle, meaning there is a time that you'll have maybe a lot of bleeding, maybe spotting in between, maybe no period at all. Some people can have no period for the entire time that they have the implant. We see a lot of bleeding, less bleeding, bleeding between periods, spotting, those kind of irregularities. And those ones I've mentioned, they are very, very common. The other one is maybe changes in mood because of hormonal fluctuations. Some people will get increased incidences of getting vaginal candidiasis, the rash, or yeast infection. Yeah, those hormonal changes can make you get those kind of infections, or make the body more likely to get those kind of infections. Then there are other rare ones, like if you have the pill, some people complain of nausea, bloating, breast tenderness. Yeah, some people will develop ovarian cysts, those kind of small complaints. But mostly, the common and major ones are gains in weight, menstrual irregularities, like that. Then for the coil, for the IUCD, most of the side effects will come from having a foreign object in the uterus. So some people will complain of increased cramping. If you get cramps, they get worse. Some people will have maybe a prolonged period of bleeding. If you usually go for 3 days, it increases to 5 or a week. Yeah. Some people will complain of backache, but some people will even have pelvic infections. When you get a pelvic infection, especially people with multiple partners, when you get a pelvic infection, then the coil has to come out. Yeah, because the coil is made of loops of copper, and if you are taking medication, basically the medication cannot go into that. So it becomes a reservoir for infection. You get treated, you get another like that. So those are some of the common side effects. There are no much side effects with condoms, but some people are allergic to them, or they say. So if they get allergies, then they go to some other kind of condoms. So basically, those are the most common type of side effects or complaints that you get from people who on contraceptives.
Okay, at what point are you allowed to change the method of contraception?
Well, I think it depends on preference. If you are on a certain method, and then you see it is giving you some side effects that you feel are a little too much, then you can come and have a change. Like if you are from a hormonal and then you want an ICD, then we can change. Mostly depends on preference. Then there are those people who you give hormones and then they have a defect on the blood pressure. Yeah? When your blood pressure goes very high, then you can change the method. They are no except there are not very many conditions that will make the doctor choose the method for you. Yeah, it is preference after understanding what kind of effects they have, and those rare conditions that when you get, we can advise you to change your method. Yeah? Yes, if you are getting pelvic infections.
And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, In the Walk and the Talk with me, Catherine Kamanda.